हेलो गाइस। मेरा नाम हकीकत है। मेरा टॉपिक एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन एंड क्रॉस साइट स्क्रिप्टिंग एज रियल वर्ल्ड अटैक्स एंड प्रिवेंशन। What is a SQL injection attack? SQL injection is a type of an injection attack that makes it possible to execute molecule SQL statement. This statement control a database server behind a web application. Attackers can use SQL injection vulnerability to bypass application security measures. They can go around authentication and authorization of a web page or web application and retrieve the content of the entire SQL database. They can also use SQL injection to add, modify, and delete record in the database. एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन अटैक बहुत सी है। यही कोई डाटा हम डाउनलोड करते हैं उसके बारे में बिना जानकारी लिए हुए और उसे अपने डाटा में सेव करते हैं तो वो एसक्यूएल अटैक होता है। यही वो फ्रॉड हो तो एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन की सिक्योरिटी लेवल 3 टाइप की होती है: लोअर की सिक्योरिटी, मीडियम की सिक्योरिटी एंड हाई की सिक्योरिटी। How and by is an SQL injection attack performed? To make an SQL injection attack on attacker must first find vulnerable user input within the web page or web application. A web page or web application that has an SQL injection vulnerability use such user input directly in an SQL query. The attacker can create input context. Such context is often called a molecule payload and is the key part of the attack. After the attacker can this contains molecules, command and executed in the database. Type of SQL injection: inferential, blind, SQLi, second order SQLi, out of band SQLi, in band SQLi. Real world example: Microsoft SQL Server vulnerability 2021। इन 2021 researchers discovered a major SQL injection vulnerability within Microsoft SQL Server Reporting Service (SSRS). This flow allowed attackers to execute arbitrary code by corrupting molecule query. Although there was no possible exploitation of this vulnerability, it underscored the potential risk SQLi posed to artificial infrastructure like Microsoft Enterprise Service. What is cross-site scripting access? Cross-site scripting, also known as SS, SSS, is a web security vulnerability that allows an attacker to compromise the interaction that users have with a vulnerable application. It allows an attacker to circumvent the same origin policy with a destination to separate different websites from each other. Cross-site scripting vulnerabilities normally allow an attacker to masquerade as a system user to carry out any action that the user is aware to perform and to access any of the user's data. Hey, the system user has privileged access within the application, then the attacker might be aware to gain full control over all of the application functionality and data. Type of access: DOM based access, store access, SSS, replaced SSS. Real world example: EY. लेट 2015 and early 2016 event server access vulnerabilities. The website used the URL parameter that redirected user to different pages on the platform, but the value of the parameter was not validated. They allowed attacker to inject molecule code into a page. The vulnerability enabled attackers to gain full access to eBay seller account, sell products at a discount, and steal payment details. It was actively used by attackers to manipulate eBay listings of high-value products such as vehicles. eBay eventually remediated the vulnerability, but follow-on attack continued until 2017. Thank you.